Hello again. Well, it's very, very windy today, unfortunately, so I'm not sure how long I'll be out, and it is also liquid sunshine. But we're back to a bit more of a normal video today, a bit more like my usual stuff. And to start off with, I'm going to show you those pictures from the carnival that Andy took. The title card comes from 1969, but the photos are from Andy. Here we go. Here we go, Andy's pics. Exeter Starlights. Little cheerleading squad. Lovely. Some sort of rugby for girls. Lifeboat, RNLI. Someone riding on a big parrot. The main procession going along. More people. And a traditional carnival princess float. And Abbott for the water carnival in August. Sheldon, and that's a float there which did very well apparently. A lot of people said it was the best one there, I think. That's what I've heard anyway. And of course the fair was in full action, full float. Here we go. Shot the wide. Do you fancy that? I'm not sure really. I think I'll be sick as a dog. Cheers for that, mate. Just a taste of the Teignmouth Carnival from the other night. Anyway, on to my birthday. You saw Craig's card the other day in the envelope. Here it is out of the envelope. There we are. Thank you very much, Craig. And I also had a handmade one from Big Bad Trev. It justified its own little video segment to show you it. Here we go. So this is the card I got from Big Bad Trev. Thank you very much. This is still. It's my legs in the corner. I've taken for a video. You open it up and get a pop-up of the roundabout on both sides. Still standing. Cheers, mate. So that is lovely and creative. Thank you ever so much, mate. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Now, as for my birthday itself, birthday presents itself, apart from the chocolate and that, which I'm not supposed to have really, but they get me anyway. Nightmare. I had a lovely book from my son and daughter-in-law. Here we go. That's it there. Devon. All to do with Devon history. He said he saw it because he had my logo on the front. I thought, lovely. Sounds good to me. And he also got me something else as well, which we'll get to in just a moment when we reach Norman's Bridge. Right, for the purposes of this picture, I want you to imagine you're stood in there, looking down that way, and you can see the bridge from the side. And I've shown you something similar to this before, from 1938. And that was something that John let me have, which was lovely. But got a colour one now, 1908. And this was part of my present from my son and daughter. There we go. That is, of course, a genuine postcard. There's the back, 1908. Absolutely lovely. So I brought that out with me to film in situ with the Ness. Lovely. Much appreciated. Cheers. Shall we have the Norman clip? We haven't had it for a few weeks, have we? Okay, you're twisting me arm. And with a hop, skip and a jump, Norman makes his way into Teignmouth to get blown away by the wind, a bit like me. Now, I promised to meet up with Frank and Joyce. They're from Canada and they're over here for a week or so, staying at the Thornhill. They've been subscribers for about a year and a half, I think, and they've sent me a few emails before and comments and that, and it'd be lovely to meet them in person. I was going to do it yesterday, but then the opportunity came up to do the folly, and I wasn't going to turn that down, was I? Let's have a quick pan round though, 5x zoom, in the wind. Very much a quieter seafront today. No one on the tables. As I say, that's just down to this wind. And of course, the Seawall with Rufus, which I may or may not be going up to today. I don't know what's happening quite yet. Depends on the wind, really. Depends on the wind and the weather. Anyway, let's go down, see if I can meet up with Frank and Joyce.
I'm Frank and this is Joyce. We're from Vancouver Island. We've come here to meet Bill and spend some time in Teignmouth.
And we've had a lovely chat. Yeah, very nice to meet them. And we did bump into each other. They waved at me because, like I say, I've got my headphones in. Even when I'm going to go and meet someone, I still got them in. Habits. But lovely. Anyway, I did meet up with them, and here they are. Smashing. Cheers. Now this one I've done before as a photo. In fact, I've even done it with AI, where the little dog that's in it jumped off the wall. Anyway, this is actually a postcard, a genuine postcard of the same photo. So here we go, show it again. There we are, that's from David. Thank you very much, David. And of course I've got another one that matches it down the other end. We'll do that one on the way back. Lovely. But an actual postcard itself, the real article. Lovely. Interesting little phenomenon going on the beach that people are picking up on. You see what I'm looking at there? And you can see it there. And going along, it's like a lighter colour sand almost. Well, it's not sand. That's actually bits of crabs. They're shells. They've been molting. And what they do is they all gather together en masse to shed their skins, because gathering makes them safer. Hello, GWR First Class, lovely. Whee! There she blows. There she blows. Yeah, so all along the beach there are these bits of crabs. And people are saying, how come there's so many of them? That's nature. That's nature. You'd think there'd been some sort of massacre, wouldn't you? No, it's not. Perfectly normal. Of course, I have seen that before in the past, but I will admit, not quite the amount that there are this time. But there we go. So it can only be a good thing, can't it, really? Only be a good thing. Just think, I was up on the top of there the other day, but now I'm back down here with the trains. Hello, train. Just a little one. One of the first videos I ever did on this channel was to do with Dorothy's Diamonds. It was only short. I stood here by this bench and I said, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Dorothy's Diamonds. That's how you find them, 30 steps from there. And this is a Craigan family. Here we go. Lovely. And what you're supposed to do is put one foot on one foot on the other, and make a wish. Lovely. Dorothy's Diamonds. And of course the fun stories that they grant you wishes, etc, etc. And there's a lot of folklore behind it. But if you want the boring reason, blame Brunel. Boo. Wow, boo Brunel, can't do that, can we? But yeah, it was some sort of measuring thing. It's the only two different shaped stones on the wall itself, like that, in the entire strength of it. And it was used as a sort of a measuring point for when he was building all this. Simplest way sometimes, isn't it? Simplest things work the best. I'm going to head in for Rufus now. I believe it's new bird feeders still, even more be left. So I'm going to go and check those out. Lovely. Look at that. That's from Craig. I think it says Rufus on the roof. There we are. It's lovely. And even more stuff appeared now. Even more stuff appeared. Wonderful. I will put my little contribution in. So there we go, distributed to that one. That one, some on the floor, of course some in the little Rufus container. Didn't put any inside there because that's for them to go and sleep in, I suppose. Lovely. And some on the floor. And of course, as usual, no one to be seen. And for those of you wondering, the tent hasn't gone. In fact, it's even closer to Rufus. But no problems. Didn't see him. So, all good, all good. Now I've got another picture of Craig and the kids. Right up there by the Salty Dog. But I'm not going all the way up there today. Too windy, too blowy. Just think I was there yesterday. Utterly crazy, utterly crazy. Right, now it really is windy to me. I know sometimes I say this and it's like there's no wind at all, but it's really blowing, so I probably won't film too much unless I see a train on the seawall on the way back. It is flipping windy today though. I don't use flipping lightly. It really is. A bit worried about losing my hat, like Danny did when he was on his walk with me. That's better, wind behind me now. It's on 125. Lovely. That means it's about 11:45 now. There we are, about 11:45. More of the crab shedding. There we are, that was the seawall. A windy seawall as well. I'm going to try and do this second postcard in a moment. See if I can get to where I need to get to. As long as I'm not sticking the camera in somebody's face, I'll do it. But what you're going to see is from over there somewhere, we're going to be looking at these two posts here. See? Those two posts. They'll come into it. That building will be visible. And of course you've got the pier. And it's got the landing jetty on the end for the steam trips. Without further ado, a picture speaks 1,000 words, or a postcard speaks 1,000 words. Look at that, lovely, lovely. That's the other set of whale bones. And of course there were some more up by the lighthouse which I covered before. But as I say, I did these two specifically because they're actual postcards. So I thought it was lovely. Thanks, David, much appreciated. So our two flags. Lovely. And with that, I'm going to call today's video a day, today's walk a day. Up past the Thornhill, which is where Joyce and Frank are staying. Lovely. Oh, and the wind finally. This is the least windy it's been since I started my walk, I think. And of course there's our all year round Christmas tree. And hate to say it, 4 months, nightmare. Nightmare. And there we go. Hope you enjoyed that. Bit more of a traditional walk today, but very, very blowy. Like I say, I don't like it when it's too blowy. So we'll call it a day, and I'll bid you farewell. Take care. Hopefully see you tomorrow for something different. Smashing.